Okay, so let's talk about Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever and who exactly is the true villain here. Before we get into any of this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We just hit 23,000 a couple of days ago. At 25,000, we will do a giveaway. Don't want to miss out on that, so make sure you're subscribed. But let's talk about this whole thing that there is another villain lurking in the shadows. So, as we know from the trailer and everything we've known about Black Panther 2, there is talks about Namor being the villain, and the trailer really showed us that there is going to be a sort of war going on and battles between the Wakandians and the Atlanteans. Now, the big question everybody had was what exactly is leading to all of this, and I think Riri Williams is a big part about it and what's going on. So we see that scene where they're pretty much going under the ocean to sort of look for something, and we see mercenaries and all of that trying to attack it as well. Many people are theorizing that they are trying to get the vibranium, and vibranium has been a big deal for Black Panther since the first movie, and especially we heard about it in Civil War. It even goes all the way back to Age of Ultron, when Ultron was pretty much with claws and all of that trying to get this vibranium as well. So vibranium. Who in the world could use some vibranium? A lot of characters actually, and one of the characters specifically could also be Doctor Doom, who we are rumored to be hearing will be appearing in Black Panther 2 in the post-credit scene. Now, what exactly does Namor have to do with all of this? Why would Namor want to attack as well? So I think that what we're seeing is Namor is trying to start something as well, because since they are under the sea and they are looking for the vibranium, maybe there's a disruption that happened that caused all of this. But there also is this theory, and people have been talking about this online as well, is that this could all be instigated by Doctor Doom, who is trying to tear this very big, like two big civilizations that are very advanced into pitting against each other, sort of creating a distraction and also at the same time weakening them, so he can come over and sort of take over both of them at the same time, and sort of is a puppet master at all of this, trying to manipulate both Namor as well as the Wakandians and the Black Panther into going up against each other while he does whatever he's doing in the background, which we probably won't even know what it is until Secret Wars, because I do expect Doctor Doom to become the big bad in Secret Wars that the Avengers have to go up against. This would make a lot of sense, honestly, the more I think about it, because Namor, of course, is never really a straight-up villain. He definitely does things for his own people. He doesn't really have to go out there and save the world, because he doesn't really vibe with that world, right? But if he has to, he would. I think Black Panther and the Wakandians kind of feel the same as well, like they vibe with what Namor is standing for, but at the same time, they'll also be there to save the world if it needs saving. And I could definitely see a point in this movie where Doctor Doom or everything is revealed to be sort of behind this, and now they're pretty much like, okay, we have to definitely put a stop to this. So this movie being the end of Phase 4, I think it would be a huge cliffhanger to have Doctor Doom be sort of introduced like that and just saved, and it would give me the vibes of when Thanos was sort of introduced in the first Avengers, and then we saw him get the gauntlet at the end, I believe, of Ultron, and then pretty much goes blank. Like there's nothing about Thanos like that, really, just sprinkled here and there, maybe until the next Fantastic Four movie, which will come out in 2024, and then by then is when we realize like Doom is up to something. And I'm going to talk about my theories for how Doom and the Fantastic Four would work in 2024, so stay tuned for that video probably later this week or next week. But I'm definitely really expecting him to appear before that Fantastic Four movie, because he has to be set up not just as a Fantastic Four villain, but as a villain as a whole for the Avengers, because this guy can definitely go all out when it comes to that, and I would definitely expect no less of him in the upcoming Avengers movies. So I'm excited and hopeful that this is the case. Doctor Doom is my favorite villain in Marvel Universe, and I want to see him be done some justice, especially after what we got from the previous Fantastic film, which was, I think Toby Kebbell would have played a great Doom. I think it was just a mess up with how he looked and just some of the script in that movie, because that movie had potential, honestly, and I would have loved to see a very well done Fantastic. But here we are, we're in a post world where it did not do good, so we're just going to move on from it. But I'm curious to see what they do with Doctor Doom in the MCU. I do like that they are going more in a darker route for their movies still, and I would definitely hope that they stick to that with Doom, because you do want that with Doom. And I think that Kang the Conqueror in Avengers Kang Dynasty will sort of be like Ultron of sorts, where he will sort of create this rift in the Avengers that lasts into Secret Wars, when they have to sort of go up against a bigger threat, which would be Doom. So I'm curious to see how exactly that will be handled. I mean, I do have some theories on how Kang could still be in Secret Wars, but I definitely see Doom being the main villain of that for sure. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this whole theory about Doctor Doom appearing in Black Panther 2. Do you believe it? Do you not? Would you want this to happen? Do you think it should happen? I think it makes sense, because why would Namor really just go out here and try and attack a sort of like land and people that have been here for as long as he has as well, out of the blue, right? There's definitely something more afoot here, and I think it's definitely Doom who is trying to instigate both of these parties to attack each other in order to create a distraction and sort of weaken them at the same time to just come through and take over. So let me know your thoughts and your opinions on all of this. But if you haven't already, check out our video on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Volume 3 footage description from San Diego Comic-Con, where we break down what we saw, what we're gonna see, all of that good stuff. So you don't want to miss that video out. Make sure you follow us on all our social medias. Cultural Elixir is the name on Twitter, TikTok, The Cultural Elixir on Instagram, and culturalelixir.com is our website where we post all of our articles. If we're not talking about it here, we're talking about it in those other sites. So definitely go ahead and go over there for all the things you love. We have some new videos coming out this week. We have videos every week. We do lives as well almost every night. We do gameplay and also just movie talks, so stay tuned for all of that. But as always, that is going to do it for me. See all of you next time. Make sure you check out all the videos on the left. Make sure you check out all our other videos on all the other stuff we love to talk about, from TV shows, movies, video games, all of that. But as always, I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive. So we're on the road to 25,000 subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. We just hit 23,000 just a couple of days ago. We hit 22,000 a couple of weeks ago. So we're trying to go for 25,000 before the end of the month. We have like 5 days left. It sounds incredibly crazy, but hopefully we can get somewhere close to it, right? So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button and giving these video a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel so much. At 25,000, we will do a giveaway, so you don't want to miss out on that. So make sure that notification bell is turned on. Make sure you're subscribed. But as always, that's going to do it for me. I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.